Hi, this is Erica Bolton. Welcome to Hairstyling and Aesthetics. Today we're going to be talking about a color application with observational learning theory by Albert Bandura. So Albert Bandura was interested in the study of aggression. Bandura wanted to see if people learned to be aggressive by simply just observing others. He did this with a study of Bobo the clown. During this experiment, if the adult became angry and hit Bobo in front of the child, as a result, the child will then hit Bobo the same way that the adult did. With this experiment in mind, I've chosen observational learning because I will be using attention, retention, motor reproduction, and reinforcement during my application lesson. I will be teaching the knowledge they will need for different color applications prior to a demo, while giving visuals on a PowerPoint to help grab the students' attention and allowing them to observe the lesson. This will then help them when they're watching the demonstration of the root application on Susie the mannequin. Then they will have to imitate the demonstration and use the information on their mannequin. If they have retained the information and demonstrate their new knowledge on the application technique, they have retained the lesson. By giving them clear and meaningful reasons for different applications, just by knowing why and observing the demo, they will have now practiced and can replicate such skill, then reinforce the new knowledge. So today we're going to talk about 4 different color applications: a virgin application, a root application, a full color application, and a lightener application. And some of these applications do have similarities. So first we're going to talk about a virgin application. This color application has to start 1 inch away from the scalp area and from the roots and from the ends. This reasoning is because the temperature of the body will help process faster, and then the damage at the ends, the high porosity, will also process faster. So the application must start at mid-growth. So I have Susie here. So our application has to start 1 inch away from the roots and away from the ends. She's very long, so it's going to be midway. So we are going to go away from the roots, start here, not on the scalp or on base, away from, and then go and then leave the roots out. So we're going to be applying our color right in this area for a virgin application. Once applied, then we'll have to process about 15 minutes, and then we'll saturate all of the roots and all of the ends, and then do another process for about 25 minutes. So just a root application is applying the color directly onto the regrowth area only. So saturate this area right here that is going to be on the roots on the scalp. A full color application, number 3, is when you're applying the color roots all the way to the ends. So you're going to put the color and saturate it all the way through from the roots to the ends. Once saturated, you can process and using the manufacturer guidelines. Each processing time can be a little bit different. So a lightener application, which is very similar to a virgin application, we're going to be applying 1 inch away from the scalp. So 1 inch away from the scalp. So starting here, and then we're going to leave out the ends as well and do only mid-shaft. This area is very strong, can be layered with color, and we need to diffuse some of this color out before the heat of the head will help us with the new area that's virgin, and the very damaged fine ends that will lift very quickly. So we must put our lightener 1 inch away from the scalp through the mid shaft to diffuse the color and make the blonde if we're doing a lightener application. So we have to section the hair to be able to do any kind of color application. So to section the hair, we need to put it into 4 sections. So this is Susie. Susie has been put into 4 sections. She has been sectioned all the way from top to bottom, sectioning it in half. So this will create 2 sections. Once you have separated into 2 sections, half, you have to separate it in another 2 sections, half. So 1, 2. From behind the ear, forward, to behind the ear, backwards. And the same for this one, and I've left this section out because this is the section we are going to do our application. So, for our application, we're going to do a regrowth application, which means we are going to be doing our application from the roots only, 1 inch on the roots. So I have product here. We are going to separate our section first. So we're going to take our product and we're going to clear out where our section is to be nice, clean, and precise to where our color application will go. So when we're doing our sections, we want to be doing nice, clean, fine sections. You should be able to read a newspaper through your sections. So now I have all of that prepared. So I have my section. So very, very fine, fine sections. You should be able to read a newspaper, see your hands right through. So we're going to start from the top. You can start from the bottom, but today we're going to start from the top. And we are going to apply our color. Then we are going to take our next section. Same thing, very fine, very straight, and we're going to apply. We are going to do one more. And apply. And then we continue with this process until the entire head has color on the roots. So we go into our 4 quadrants that we've created with our sectioning. So 1, and then we are going to move to the next back one, 2, then we move to the side, 3, then we move to this side, 4. So once the application is completed, then we are going to process our color to the manufacturer's guidelines, then we're going to go from there. Thank you so much for listening and hope you learned something.